would have been hit hard by that loss. How do you think this shakes down? Like, which way do you think they take this?
I think it still goes
right.
in favor
Pacific on
of Pacific.
defense,
The way that they
ultimates
came
on
back in the
attack,
second half
and
made it almost
loser is
perfect,
just
almost
fully out,
flawless
one person,
after, what, they
well, one
lost
map away.
the first 3 rounds of that second half, and still were able to make it all the way, especially at the fumble on that pistol. So I look at the game plan here. I look at the gun rounds. I look at how Pacific like to utilize middle, and the ultimates really need to be able to go head-to-head against them here and shut down a lot of these moments. And as I say that,
Bro got a body shot in there before. Wow, man. That's insane. Bro got a body shot in there before he went out of here too as well.
First shot, I'm pretty sure he got chipped
He's taking the piss, man.
Khalid there as well, and he went back for seconds. And of course he's going to take that space. He's a confident player, and confidence should be sky high after that first map. For Fighter, he had a great first half though in the first map. He was doing so much damage, being a real problem. But now they've got to try and re-clear middle potentially. If that's their plan, come back slowly creeping forward. He's seen him. He spotted him. He knows
He needs
exactly
to try and get him
what's
before the trip
happening
though.
now. Ooh.
Yeah, because there's always going to be a trip
And
behind
Fighter
here.
lands his. Hold on. Suddenly, we've got a bit of a round on our hands. Yeah, it's a 4v3, but they've got the site. Now, does Loiter show reserve? Does he wait patiently? He does. Takes a little bit of a gamble.
Yeah, needs to make sure that he stays alive because his flash smokes
but the rotations
are
are
the
now
one for
in.
this.
Now into the post plant.
I mean, his flash at the moment is going to hit 2.
1 playing site. I think 2
Yeah,
maybe
it does
getting hit
hit
by
2.
that paranoia. Good time to swing, but Mo greets it with a smile. But traded effectively the numbers so favorable. It's on Fighter.
Ooh,
The dash
almost.
just left him vulnerable
Yeah,
there.
I thought he almost got
There's Jellison
the
and
reset
Loiter
there after that
gonna round
dash.
out this and get the defuse.
Okay, so I mean, it's been okay for
Great
pistols.
start
It's 2-1.
for Pacific. Another pistol round. We saw that on Haven. We saw a comeback also farming up at the start of that game as well. It's all about how they're able to continue this momentum. And with the map being very different from Haven, there's only 2 sites, there's a 3rd lane, that being middle, and we know that Pacific like to shut that down. Frequently comebacks there with an op. If he's not there, he's taking that deep B line. We can see exactly.
You want my opinion? Buster was saying last map how they'd insta-recleared over towards A-long with the drone, but he would prefer it to be done later, but EDG would just insta-reclear themselves. I mean, yeah, it's like everyone's right here in this situation, because using the drone instantly, what happens over towards A most time on Haven is people will cut sound and wait for that instant reaction of the drone, so you can just shoot it and then you don't know. So that's why you're meant to like drone a little bit later. And then EDG are just, in my opinion, a step ahead by just insta-re-clearing it. Because most people at the moment these days will just do this, create pressure, and then just insta-go away and just fight somewhere else.
You've got at least Fighter.
I think EDG have a better read than most teams in the current meta, to be honest. Everyone's still out here kind of doing similar stuff to what people would do on the Sky meta.
Master of this weapon. He's been so good with it.
But Boaster's still right. You should wait a little bit to use your drone.
I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared, if I'm honest.
But most people these days will just insta-re-clear. But A-long on Haven is still the position that people will cut sound the most and still fight. So maybe A-long on Haven isn't like the best example of the EDG thing. But every other position on a map, teams won't hold it for long enough. Not true for EDG to the majority of Chinese teams. Yeah, Trace was doing it as well. It's true.
Yeah, they're so close though, but come back again. Honestly, what are you meant to do? Look at him. He's moving. He's pushing up with this outlaw. It looks so simple for him, and he just keeps going. He just keeps goddamn going. San can try and make a bit of a go of this one. Oh, but this guy.
He's so good at cleaning up the ecos, man. They don't get ecoed.
The first half, at the very minimum, I've got to
say,
say,
don't get ecoed. He just gets closer and closer to his ult. That's it.
Put him in a bit of a box, right? Keep him contained, not allow him that freedom. They kind of shut him down on those aggressive plays. But here it feels like he's in such an element to play through. He's so powerful at this position in middle. It just removes one of those 3 lanes you have as an option.
You got to keep in mind, there is double initiator. You have drone, dart, and knife to all find out his position. But there's so many positions you have to clear that other times you just have to go for these jiggles or jump spots to get that information. And there they try it, they get punished for it. And this is the round in that first map of Haven where Comeback actually purchased an operator and got one-tapped by Fighter on that long A line.
Ooh. I like what they're trying here, but it feels like Comeback might be a... God!
He's fast, dude.
What is this man made of?
Yeah, he's
And
fast.
I liked what Fighter was trying to do. I kind of like they were trying to, gap close a little in the middle, but
Here
now
we go.
it's just a bloodbath. Leave him alone. Just go elsewhere. If you see him run,
He's
treat him like
popping
Cena
jet
back in the
knives
day.
and
I
he's
mean,
running
you
at
did
them
this.
and he's
This was
bottom
something
up.
that you were incredibly diligent at doing, is isolating and finding that player who can have so much impact and just leaving them to be outside of the round. But right now, the Ultimates just can't seem to avoid him.
It's so difficult. I mean, the only thing that the Ultimates can do is...
Shot, man.
That?
Well,
We'll take that.
they could wait for him to push all the way through after he gets...
Yeah, I mean, you know he's gonna push. He's a
Still an
lunatic.
outlaw here. Luckily, none of the remaining
I like
players
the
have the
cage.
light armor.
It's a great
The
cage.
knife, it
The
doesn't fully
cage
scan everything. They have
nullifies
that
the
one-way up
one-way,
on the
creates
defense,
the pressure
but
that they
that
still went
cage
over
blocking
towards
that
here.
choke point means that they could
Don't think
cross
they get the
other
knife
side,
for a little bit. They
sticking
still got
around
double kill
two of
trip
those
to deal
players.
with.
This is a 3-on-2 over at the B site now.
And this is a bonus. It's Rose who's... Oh dear, that could have been opportunity, but no, Rose actually didn't go for that. Maybe he's still with util in hand. Plant's going to come in time now. Rose decides to swing out, finds one, but the trade's
Yeah,
there.
and they may be
Okay, down
overheated
into a
here for
2v2.
sure.
Bulldog in
At
play
least
with
the Jet
Paranoia
did.
in Lloyd's
You could
hand.
argue that
Still have
the
that outlaw
Soviet
with the
didn't need to
flash
go
and
for the Siva.
Nade there. On the other side, very little util dart. I think just came up for Khaled. So could potentially use it if he feels he's got the time for it. But look at this creep out already from Larocque, already knowing that angle could be seen if he was stood up, but no. Keeps his head down, gets contact. Khaled now works forward. Good patience being shown. This looks like they can convert here. Oh dear. No, okay.
Okay, nicely
Khaled,
done from
safe
Khaled.
pair of hands
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the
this is
end
just an
there, getting
overheat
3
coming
for them, getting the
to
first on the board. But if we're
coming back
talking
to bite you a little
an
bit.
even game, right? A round's a round, sure you take them, but that's a bonus. It was an invested
That's
into
a
bonus.
bonus.
That operator was there, but still, it was a bonus.
There should be enough money to get another operator here for Pacific, and this is kind of
Yeah,
what
I guess
happened
Rose takes the
last
hit.
Game they lost this round, then they didn't have an operator on that following round, and then things just kind of fell out of their grip.
I mean, yeah,
for
he
a
just
little
went
bit.
searching for kills.
Only 4 rounds. in that
It
first
was
half,
way
but
too
here,
much.
we're seeing that
And
operator
that's
still
like
come right
always
back
the
in.
hard thing to
He's
do
going
with these
middle.
players, where
Why
it's
not?
like
The Ultimates keeps going
gotta-
middle. They
you
keep
gotta
feeding
find
them
that-
the kills.
you don't want to take away their
Go for it.
confidence.
There
You
he
don't
is there. He's
want
been noted this
them to
time.
like not swing
What's
and
the
take
game
jewels
plan?
all the
But look
time
at
if they're
this.
winning them the
Maybe
majority of the time.
expecting this. Maybe
But it is like
expecting they're
those
either gonna
plays
try
where you're
and
just like
focus towards him, but they push the
3v5.
extremities. It's so
You don't
difficult
do
for the
this.
Ultimates to get a grip on this.
It's just
Okay,
trying to
maybe we've
teach
got
them
an idea
that
of
that
concept
doesn't
to
need to
take the
happen.
middle.
Like you've won the
How
round,
the
you've
hell are
done
you going
it.
to deal with the players then pushing up towards a main,
Like
taking away Sand
this is
so
like the
early
more
on?
obvious one.
I mean, fortunately, I guess you still have the smoke still with Mo, you still have the dart with Khaled, you still got Spy with the knife and flashes, but they've already put down a man.
Slow round. Ultimate's trying to figure out where they want to go. And here, CGN versus Pacific.
Yeah, we get
Ultimate's
early info
going
with the
for
camera here,
those
though.
Fights over towards
And they
that
still
A
too.
site and finding a lot of those successes in some opening duels. The B hit comes 3-on-3. It's right
All the
here.
info.
Oh, it was a
Big
nice
info, Rose in a big
recon.
position, and already catching one walk in the smoke. They've got everything. They've got everything. There's just pinned in. It's such a hard fight now moving forward. They have the players.
There goes the spike as
They've
well.
got every position wrapped up.
Yeah, I mean, this is a nice
Oh,
hold. This
man.
recon was great. The smoke was good.
And because the
I almost
Ultimates
want to see
only
an early
won with
pause.
Yeah, they won.
Flampole Stiltsky, thank you so much for the A-mums, man.
Invest into that round. They get the first death, and
Does
then they
that
just
eat
fall
a meal
apart.
other than
No
chicken
more
and rice? Would it
kills.
be?
All just
Dunno, man, like
completely
steak something?
collapse here through the smoke. Basically, no chance to
Probably
even progress
probably
into
steak.
the site.
Steak and chips, man. Can't go wrong with that.
This is gonna be tough. It's tough. It's difficult. I don't
Done and
know
tough
what,
together.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hard. I don't know what they can
Yeah,
do to make
Joe
this
Bacon.
work.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to
Yeah.
try to do more work on the extremities unless they have a really good way of taking middle. So if they want
PCF
to
is
take
favored
middle
to win
by
this? Yes.
comboing cages with smokes, deny the sight lines, use a dart or drone, follow up with it.
They made a comeback in
maybe
the first
pop
map?
that
Yeah, it was
big storm
mental,
and
man.
take a
9 in
head-on
a row.
fight.
Yep.
Maybe, but every single round, comeback is opening up the game by just shutting them down at middle and not letting that be an option. And now we're going to see comeback start moving around. Oh, you guys are afraid of middle? Cool. I'll start going to the extremities. I have a 50-50 if I guess right. The Ultimates should try to do something where they get through the choke point, and they need to do it together, and they need to do it like, I don't know, with confidence. It can't be this lackadaisical, I'm just going to walk in here. I don't know if there's going to be an offer. I don't know. You have to just be like, we're going here. We're doing it now. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, Bacon, I agree. They got their 3 best maps.
You're looking at the scoreline, and maybe after map 1, I shouldn't call it over until it's over, right? But you're looking at this is going to be probably another round for Pacific, considering the purchase is up against Sheriffs. Maybe with the ult, it could be influential. That's a pixel scene. This is a dirty angle to play from.
Oh, really?
Okay, but you know he's going back for seconds. He's
oh, a couple
now,
of them.
For the first time, they've isolated him. They've seen him, knifed him. They should have what they need. Do they now navigate away, or do they carry on forward?
They're navigating away. Find CNED. Go other site. Well, this looks like what they're doing right now. Drone not seeing anybody. Mo in position. He heard that though. He could call his entire team back to that B site here.
When does the KO knife come up on defense?
Oh, Loiter.
Whoa, really?
Damn.
Oh, he's unlucky,
He
man.
still
It's a
gets
good attempt with the
three
TP
for
here,
one.
though, but that is very
That's the
impressive.
discount I'll have. Bloody hell. And he just looks so on face. He just like sat top site, just taking these jewels. And yeah, you're up against Pistol, so you're probably going to get away with it, but still. And now look who's here. You can't get away from him. Is he really going around?
Of course he's
Of
going
he
for
is.
it.
Have you seen it? He's getting away with it. He keeps getting away
For
with it.
God's sake.
Oh, man. I hope that they're happy enough to just kind of like shake that off, get the buy, and now let's see what that plan was, right? Let's see what that timeout was for. So obviously it wasn't going to be for the pistol round that just came through. Ugh.
I think it actually might have been because they popped the blades from there. They had
they popped double on this one.
From towards that middle area.
They love using their ults and their ecos.
But once they saw that operator, they decided to move. But they could have had.
The mad thing about it is this is back to back where the ultimates have called a timeout and then using their ult into ecos. They did it with the ISO ult on Haven as well.
Is there going to be alarm bells ringing for the ultimate soon? They gotta wake up themselves here. And again, okay, I like that.
Dude, this pause is not for him.
That's all you can kind of hope for. There's the aggression on the other side of the map, and also they don't lose the player. So they're kind of going through this protocol list. This isn't bad. One way back in play, though, so that does give him a little bit of safety. And you can see that comeback is just like step by step, near on matching this rotation.
Yeah, here we go again. Let's see how he does against a buy round. Got 3 in the eco. This time he's going to eat this flash, though.
2 smokes ready. Paranoia. Might be a free sight.
Yeah, but Loiter still has that paranoia. I was surprised.
He plays it well, though. Gets out of there.
I guess no one was there to capitalize off it from up on top. Loiter's got to be a little bit careful. Almost caught the planter there, but no. Okay, 5v5 post-plant. Larrock on the flank. That's huge. Sand and Spy going down. Not going to get the third,
Damn,
but
he
still
did
so much damage on the
insanely
back
well,
lines.
though. He's done so much.
A little offset of the timing here as well. We've still got Fighter holding towards CT. This position could have value, but he's been cleared. Loiter's sharp.
Win every duel, don't they?
Khaled goes down. It's so clean.
They actually win every
Josh.
duel. He's winning that
so in
mid-air.
control
It's
now.
flying through.
This is not even close right now. The Ultimates can't even find an opening into a round. They get the site. It's given to them for free. Here, come on in. I'm not even going to use my paranoia to slow you down. Larocque on the flank gets 2. And it's just wraps from there because they're converging from so many different angles. And Pacific is hitting hard. So much harder than the Ultimates right now. And it's hard to see any sort of way back in this right now. I don't know what to suggest to them that they can do this. But
And we got the Outlaw now to farm up the ecos again. Dude, he's on for an absolute score here. He's on 11-2 already.
Afterwards, they need to deal with that flank a little bit better.
They need a break, man. This feels so hard for them. Especially after how map 1 went. This feels like one of the hardest ways to start off map 2. You know, having that real opportunity. Yeah. And now you're seeing, you know...
Yeah.
Dude, 3 times in a row over towards A.
I mean... But it's only Sheriffs.
I mean,
in
they
this
are
round.
just avoiding
Like,
him, but he's still getting loads of kills.
What are they meant to do?
I mean, there's not much they can do. Right now, Loida positioned to take first contact. Larocque playing the anti-flash. He knows that Spy likes to do that flash up in the corner. And they can use their own flashes to combo them afterwards. Again, that drone from the attackers did not spot comeback out with an outlaw in that heaven angle. He's been in an aggressive B angle before. So the Ultimates right now, they have no idea. He could be middle, he could be A. They have no idea still. Until they can confirm.
Just waiting out the smokes. I mean, this smoke comes up now, though, right? Do we not put this over towards A? Okay, 1 pass and fake over towards B. Literally causes a double rotate.
This is a free sight now.
This is great. Well, you say free. There's still one man. Standing
Damn,
in there,
crispy.
and LaRock denies
They're doing that
and
thing where they
Lloyd's
just
there
take
in
turns against
support.
3Ks.
They know the dart was used over towards B early on, but what does it matter when the spike is probably a million miles away? I feel
Their
for them.
mental's gone after
I
the
feel for
first
them after
map.
map
Yeah,
one.
I can't even
Genuinely,
blame them,
Ultimates,
to be honest.
It's hard to not enjoy the idea of what this team could
Yeah.
be. You know, you like to see an underdog doing well. But as it stands, Pacific are playing a really solid game. I mean, they haven't really been threatened yet in this map. That was the best fake we'd seen. But the problem is one player able to keep them afloat. Nothing really to push them off this position. Happy to just farm it up. Easily done.
If that smoke came to heaven a couple seconds earlier, if there was better spacing or trade potential there, it's just like the site was undefended. It was LaRock in heaven. Loida came back to spawn. And again, it's just 3K after 3K on these defenses without a response from the ultimates. Operator. It's actually a Vandal on that deep A line. They're getting that info. They're going to know it's a B hit here.
Okay, Salison might be in trouble here.
Yeah, you can see the rotations
See what his cages are like.
Face. You've got the flank coming in. But you already have the site under
Oh my
pressure.
god, he dashed
Salison is
onto
there,
his
takes away
head.
Fighter, not feeling threatened just yet. They can't
Sticks
even make
around
it
as
through
well.
main. They can't make it towards the site. They're just held back in the chokes. And the map's looking so
flank.
small now. The flank is here. Ooh, Loita can just slow it down. He's in the perfect place. That's the spike.
Oh, the
He's
omen
going
flashing this
paranoia.
guy speaking from heaven.
Come back on the
Damn,
swing,
bro,
and
look at him.
Sam can
Look
find
at where they're
him, but it
pinching
doesn't
them
really
from.
matter.
They're
Three
pinching
stay
them from
alive, and
here,
this
spawn, and
is a
sight.
brutal second map.
Jesus.
No, this isn't even close right now.
Yeah,
This
it is a
showing us
slaughter.
why Pacific like to pick at this time after time. It's just so much strength and their capabilities of being able to play these standard setups 2-1-2s a lot of the time and either get the kills and live, stall long enough, let them close the gaps, let them get these flanks off, and then the convergence all together fighting from 3 different angles, three-pronged defense. It's just too strong when Pacific's in their comfort zone.
I think this map certainly does show
This
the
knife's
best of
gonna hit a
Pacific
lot.
here. Something we've
Ooh.
started to get used
It's actually
to.
not
They
too
may
bad.
overread this actually. Be interesting
Ooh,
to see what they
that's
make
our
of
lineup.
just that
That's a
tag.
scary lineup.
Oh my god, LaRock. Whoa, stop it!
Bro, he got the upper guy. There's no way. Dude, the comms just came in that he needs to not flash and get his gun out here, and he did incredible.
I was thinking the same thing, and I was about to say, like, with the way that they were setting up to do that aggressive push, you saw LaRock setting up to set up the flash, and then it was like one of those call an ambulance moments.
That
but
yeah,
not for me.
the fourth
LaRock
fourth shot is mental.
Punishes them all.
ADS just
Usually
randomly
it's
hits
been
that guy on
only
the
3
right.
kills for LaRock and Loida on these defenses. This time, though, all 5.
13-3, 12-3, 10-4.
Gotta say, I think map 1 might.
Rose
still
hasn't had to
be
do anything.
Somewhere in the
He's
back
just chilling.
of the Ultimate's mind, seeing that opportunity taken away, and now having to face this an aggressive, in-your-face Pacific
No,
side,
dude,
and comeback
surely
gives them
not.
No respect. Why would he? He's not been put back in his place.
Surely you
this
go
time.
back.
They have sight. They have good control here. A big opportunity.
Still, the retakes have been going in the way of Pacific. They have that null command as well to turn off all the abilities.
Spike planted.
Couple of shocks. A good popper. Now back to up to main. It's gonna be I mean they have a paranoia, a knife, dart, drone.
Recon?
So much
Tools to
util.
be used.
Wednesday when they attempt the half. That was the first tap on it. Nice from
Ooh,
Spy.
damn,
Finally.
nice from Spy,
Showing
yeah.
some signs of life here, the Ultimates. Sitting deep in that post plant, surprised that they were able to get so much impact at that moment when there was so much utility there for Pacific. But
His first
still,
3
maybe
kills as well.
feeling
He
they're
does
fine,
that.
maybe being a little lackadaisical in that, but again, you take it when you get them. The Ultimates for the second now.
Good fight from the Ultimates. And again, it's that A site that's looking like it's the softer site to hit. And they're eyeing that up again, realizing that this might be their opening. You know, it has been the site they've been hitting the most. LaRock's got a 3K. Loida's got a 3K. LaRock's got an ace. Now come back.
Good comebacks
Oh
here.
no.
He wants a taste.
Wait, it's a double
Oh
stack.
God, what does that feel like? That's. Oh my! Where's he off to? Where's he off to? There's no escape. Okay, we've got a sight.
That's
We've
so
probably got a
funny.
plant here. You're looking at the first
The,
rotation.
the
here,
extra
Rock. Does he wait,
tag
or does he
meant
try and
that he couldn't do
springboard
it.
forward? Flashes there, he's going
Oh
in.
boy.
He's got already Sand down.
Of course he's got another one.
Down to size. Second flash. Couldn't get it.
Whoa.
Fighter staying alive on
he
2
got
HP
that.
and turning back around for that. Incredibly impressive.
Spike planted.
Jellison in a 1v3. If 3
Turning.
rounds, I mean,
Yeah, he had to commit
this
off his
could be
first flash, I
enough
guess,
to
but
give him a little bit of a push.
a little
I don't know
overconfident.
if he's
At least he was
just
doing it at
really
the same
changed
time
this
as the
and
guy
able
was
to
running up
pry
spawn.
these players out of these deeper post-plant positions. Well, that's not gonna draw too much. As Jellison does take away Spite. And does get Fighter. Okay.
That's
Kali's
close.
there in the end. We're okay. We
That's
get 3
close,
rounds,
man.
Josh. That's-
Nearly does a little 1v3 at the
That's
end.
a bare minimum, at least. You know, that's something to work with.
Fighter didn't turn around there. He gave himself whiplash on that one. That was a quick 180. He come back, tried to jump off to go around the side of the map. And I thought for sure with these
Ooh,
flashes,
Fighter did unreal to get that second kill.
That
That must have looked nuts from his POV.
It was looking so good up until Fighter.
His
just
teammate was gonna get the
decided
kill anyway,
to
but-
not let them run away with another round.
Okay.
Again,
I'm out to make sure they get 9.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
might as well. It's get this last round of the half, get to the 9-3. One thing I have to look at though is the ultimates. The only success that they've had really.
He's not going to go
has
for the
been at that
round.
A
He's not going to
site,
go for the
but
round the
they've
world,
also
is he?
hit that site more often and have been shut down.
He
there
is.
as well.
They're going to do it, man.
Yes,
They're going to do
the
it
B
nice.
site, they haven't really gone to it
He's-
as much.
he's going
but
for it.
also, whenever it's been defended by Pacific, there's been that Omen smoke, the cages. It's so hard to break through. And A site has been having less
I
players.
think it's
there.
too. I think
have
it's
a
too
feeling
obvious
that
after the
the Ultimates
timeout,
wants to
but
kind of go there again.
8-3. I think they might
At
break
the
it
same
out.
token,
Feels
that's
like
what
the kind of
Pacific
move this
might
guy
want
will
to
bring out.
reinforce. And because of that,
Where's
the
Jet going?
Ultimates, especially after a
No?
timeout,
Okay.
might decide to change it up and
Then it's
actually
all
go B
good.
this time.
Yeah, it's that, like, which way do we want to read this sort of situation? But we're looking at the ults as well. For the ultimate, you do have Hunter's Fury, knives there for Fighter, knives as well for comeback, and I mean, it's mirrored. So interesting to see how they want to apply this. Comeback is on this side of the map, so maybe hedging their bets a little. But they felt the pressure. A little bit of a util. Owl drone as well. That's going to be Hunter's Fury coming out very early on and in response. Any tags, that's going to be 1. And a second,
Whoa, what a pick.
beautiful. Gets comeback, which is incredibly difficult against a Jet who can normally
Against a
get
Jet.
around. But Jellison actually going unchecked in the smoke so far. And looking like they want a 3-2 split towards, I say B, but I'm looking where that spike's heading off to. It depends where they want to go. Okay, Rose
Two
goes
openings.
down. Yeah,
Should be
this should
free.
be B, right? This should be on a platter. Cautious creep up. Clearing of the
Nelson.
trips. Yeah, this is
Maybe
good.
Larocque, but does this guy just not hear him soon? Oh, he went middle.
Still looking for him though. Mo has caused such a panic on the side of Pacific. They don't know where he's gone. He got that kill on the back of Rose. Can't find out where he's repositioned to.
And do they expect for Mo to be hit? They do. Larocque, very diligent clear. Quick underhand flash, spots out another.
Oh my
No.
god.
Finds
no.
another. Now we look at the other 2 players who are still here for Pacific to start building towards site. Couldn't land the shot that they needed there. And now Loiter in a 1v3. 1 on the site. He knows where both players are now, but how do you get a fair fight on either? You don't.
He
Fight
gave it a
there,
good try, though.
Seals them
4?
up to a 4th
Sure.
round. It's a small window of chance, but maybe it's all they need. I mean, they needed something. It was a ring of rounds. It was a run of rounds, but it's not over yet.
Yeah, I mean, the
4
recovery at the
might
end's pretty
give
good.
them hope.
Last player.
For an attack side, yeah, it's a little bit brutal. You're not wrong. Got to win a pistol and all that. Let me see if I can upload any of these VODs. Yeah, they're just really good on this map as well. Again, they got their 3 best maps, so it's hard to beat them on these 3. That last round, I mean, Omen took a really good timing at mid once the drone spotted too far back. not that many people watching this. I mean, it's tier 2. It's only like the real Valorant fans, to be honest, that kind of watch this stuff. It's never going to be in the same audience as like VCT.
It's not an easy game by any means, but there's a chance now.
There is a chance. The story of that first half had to have been comeback, getting those first bloods, or in general, just PCIFIC starting with that first blood. The Ultimates weren't able to get that, and in a few of these rounds,
the real ones, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But only
the real ones are right here
to play with. It's gonna be kind of difficult here. They're also looking to use that middle. See if they can take a page out of the book of PCIFIC. See if Fighter can go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with Comeback.
Ellison, yeah, gets caught just defaulting, breaking the door.
That puts into question the flank potentially, and I kind of like.
And they do this pathing all the time, so they should expect him doing this.
Straight away, straight through
He
towards
re-clears over towards middle. Rose doubles his kills with that one, and no way he gets that.
They're so aggressive in this, taking out Spy
Yeah,
early
they really
doors.
love this position. They do it all the time. Heavy prioritizers get on top of
navigate
box.
this incredibly difficult space. 2 through CT.
Of course they're just swinging these angles.
Towards heaven, but Comeback's already found Sand, so that's gonna be denied.
Oh my god.
And LaRock just denying any step back.
I mean, what can we say here, man? They're just wrecking them. That was like their only chance, really.
Wins now for PCIFIC. They're building on that lead. They're looking really just well oiled. Yes, Jellison gets caught in the side on an aggressive mid push that.
Bro, this guy with a classic.
Team Ultimates, but now
he just double dinged both of them.
It opens up that site. We see a nice little flash and dash combo into that heaven area. And
I never said that, Bacon. I said he wasn't as good as LaRock.
And lock down those chokes.
LaRock's my guy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's a beast.
In reality, 4 rounds is not much to work with. It gets you through maybe a pistol and a bonus, right? But then it's, hey, have a flawless game. Don't let Comeback get.
Yeah, this guy is just going to eco farm them again, doing what he does best.
This one looking like it's already going to be account closed pretty quickly. Comeback just creeping in. Yeah, this guy's just nuts. Spite, last one here. I mean, it was classics and a sheriff, so it's not, too bad. But the scoreline's the bigger issue, isn't it?
The scoreline is definitely the bigger issue. And it's a
players the most annoying. Yeah, they're just very talented, man. They really are.
A little bit of a buffer, but again, with that
very talented.
Really,
am I calling him an eco fragger? He is an eco fragger, but they don't get thriftied because he's so good at eco fragging. It's not even a bad thing. When you're this good at eco fragging, it's incredible in this game because everyone gets thriftied.
Keep that momentum. It's been working. They've been running down the ultimates, so why not go explosive again? They did that A site hit.
But he also just
a couple times
is way better at using like these guns and the outlaws and making sure that he hits every single shot. Even though it's in theory on paper it's easy to hit a body shot, it's just like he's doing it better than I see every other player do it.
Waiting to see if they decide to back away from this, if they continue trying to path towards B, if this is all meant to be a fake to draw the players over, which it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that could deal with could do with an eco fragger for sure.
Above all of the noise and pressure towards B, holds at A site. So nothing for free here, and it looks like a run back towards this B site now.
It's a little bit.
VNT Duran, how we doing, man? Thank you so much for the prime here, bro. Appreciate that. Thanks for the 16 months. A lot of support, bro. Thank you.
Down in spawn. Only minute to work with.
Managed to slip a player towards side. Good work from Fighter to still be very heads up about that clear. Comeback's the one to trade it, but they're just kind of
nice kill.
out.
B side looks so hard when that smoke is up.
Very costly to lose these weapons. This is just a
and you have to commit so far to break this trip.
And the ultimate side, it's a confidence
last bullet.
round. It's a well-needed round, and it's a fifth
they'll take it.
Now.
Does Comeback decide to buy an attack op? He's got a lot of money.
As soon as someone makes contact with the other, they're calling for like timeout.
Yeah, it does do it.
It's just that wasn't really a brawl. That was just kind of one by one. Just I'm good. It's my turn, I guess. But it just looked sloppy. It looked just no energy, no confidence, no anything. Show me something. I thought for sure we're going to see an explosive hit there, and then they just like, it's a whimper.
Let's see now. Now onto the rifles. Do they carry on like this? I mean, Pacific's attacking side has left us wanting a little more in the past, but again, it's whether or not the Ultimates can
Is it this map?
match them enough and pressure them enough to bring out some of those problems that we were seeing.
No
before.
way,
But
bro.
Combat's
You're
feeling
still
confident enough to be
getting
continuing these fights.
you're still getting
tagged
tagged by the drone,
Has it been
and you
spotted?
swing
It
that
certainly has
angle.
now, but it's too little too late as Larocque breaks through, takes away Sand. They know there's at least one on the side. They know the Khaled is going to be here.
Huh.
And Pacific just crunched the site. You're going to be gutted about that one. As Mo and Spy, both positions will have been considered. Mo's been over towards that A site. Spy's been there with him. They're very aware of this, and it's an arduous step back and come back on the second peak.
Yeah, it's
Gonna get his reward on Spy as Mo.
it's a deadly
some save,
reset.
really. There's no good
Deadly
outcome from this
reset.
point onwards for him.
The underarm KO flashes, yeah.
Night
I would
and
say like
day
80%
difference
of
in
his
their approach in
flashes
these
on this map are
rounds.
just right click.
Look so revitalized.
They look, I mean,
Pacific gonna
They're
get to
working.
their 11th round, 4 people alive, building on that lead, and oh man, look at the side of the Ultimates right now. 150 credits. Their bye next round is not going to be great. Mo keeping this Vandal is going to be so crucial for them to be able to stand a chance. Getting hunted down here, though, there's not really many places he can go. Spike exploded. That's only a few seconds now for them to converge.
I think he's
They're gonna let
managed to
him
keep
keep it.
this one. Yeah.
That's
He's
really
good.
big.
Yeah, that's a chance in a buy. Oh, the timing, bloody hell. I mean, the fact that they got 3 up middle, I don't know what you're meant to do about this, really. They look so confident taken across the map. So what's the buy going to look like for the Ultimates here? We said that the money
Oh,
wasn't
great.
great, and it's certainly not.
actually not
So,
looking too bad.
as it stands,
The main thing they're missing though is
yeah,
like a
Blade Storm's the
drone.
one to kind of
Drone's
even
pretty
it out, but
big
there's still
to be
that
missing,
Guardian,
but
still light shields.
at least they're on
It's
defense,
gonna
I
be tough.
guess. 3-person push middle, 2-person push with a late KO flash.
I'm back with his operator looking for that open.
Not even going to KO flash it, so they don't realize they push middle. But they have got a camera that can just spot this.
I mean, he's
Better
21 to
spotted.
7. Oh,
Ooh.
that one goes astray.
I think
you
Fighter should go
keep
for
that
this
on the
fight.
spike. You think so?
Yeah,
Really?
they could combo with a flash maybe, but it's just
21
can't
to
be
7,
so
he thinks he
scared.
should
Like,
go
if
for a
you're so
fight
scared
against
that
him.
You have to run away from this type of fight, then it's already over.
That's actually nice, man. The
And
fact that
the
this
fact
guy
that
gets
it's
hit, I think
roaring.
that works out well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they
Yeah,
kept
they
him
just don't
close
expect him
here,
so
Roy's done his
close.
job. You can, the
Now he
spike's
can
on
just
A.
stay alive here forever.
spike is
Ooh,
already
didn't need
on
to
A.
repeat that.
Mo behind the curve, but still lands a shot. Lloyd's has gone down. That's huge.
Okay, 2v4.
Okay, a 2v4. This is so winnable.
One enemy
And
remaining.
now,
1v4.
trip goes down.
this is perfect. They can completely flank Larocque. There's not much he can get out of this. Maybe they need a massive over delivery, but he should know about the
And
flank.
the Cypher
but,
wins.
Well, with the Cypher going down,
Okay,
you're
well,
only hoping that no one was there. But at this
They
point,
at least do the
that's
same
what they
thing
needed.
back, but I can
They
see
did-
this
I
being
mean,
a
Mo's
buy,
timing
and
to
maybe
come
Rose
back and
takes the
still
hit.
win that fight was wild to me. You've
We'll
got to be
see.
over the moon with that. It's 6 rounds for them here. They're not completely out of it yet. There's still a chance.
It's so weird that Pacific's going straight back into kind of like a split work the map thing. I'm gonna drone this site for you. You're gonna post up for me. I'm gonna walk in if it looks clear. We're gonna also walk out A at the same time. This feels so limp. They need to be able to find some way to be stronger together. Go do that mid
We get the
split.
backup
do an
gun.
A hit. Do anything explosive. Your pistol
The
rounds track.
backup judge for the
Anything.
knives.
It looks like this is what they're gearing up for this round. So maybe
I mean,
we're gonna
if
get
the
to see them
Ultimates
get
can win
to
this
heaven.
round, then we
I
actually
watch
got a
Comeback
bit of a
versus
game
Mo in
on.
heaven angle right now.
Let's see it.
Do we send it over towards middle?
Fighter.
You
Backside.
gotta get
There's a
confident,
lot
I
of people
guess.
here for Ultimates early.
Oh, speaking of,
Nice shot.
sent down to the abyss. Khaled at least going to find comeback, but the trade is there. Rose going to keep this one moving forward. Spy getting curious and a little labored, but he does get his man.
At least managed to dodge it, so there's a trade.
Mo, Fighter, Sand trying to hold on to this. Trying to keep himself still in the
No
game. but
way,
Jellison
he
gonna
wins
fight
that.
through. Take over towards top.
Now what?
Fighter trying to step in here. All going to be invested, but again, you've got the players.
Oh my
so
god, he's a
close
lunatic. He
by.
jumped back down.
Jellison going to put them up to 12.
He's a
and
lunatic.
Pacific brute forcing the round.
Pacific, please just do something like that again. Don't revert back into your slow spread around the map.
Yeah, just send it.
walking
I mean,
around
they
thing.
can't really do
Please
this
just
again because they
go
don't have the
and
ults,
get in their
but
faces and
literally use
fight
3
them.
ults. I don't know how he wants
Right
them to do
now,
it again.
the Ultimates,
But I guess he just wants him to do a set exec.
Pound for pound like that. They've done it maybe a few times this series, but overall, you keep winning these when you do this.
All right.
So
6 chances.
what's it gonna be?
Well, it's time to prove it. Pacific were given this second chance here. Given an opportunity after what was an incredibly difficult loss. Only hours ago, really.
They
And
got the
off one straight up to
kill.
start with.
Nice
This
shot.
time it's Spy to cleanly connect towards Larocque. Deny that creep up, that slow play. And now we're seeing them kind of walk it back through. Where does the Ultimates read this ending? Fighter!
Oh.
Quick snap.
I was
back to find
worried
Rose
about the
creeping through
gun
middle.
barrel covering it.
So we are in a 2v4. This should be the best opportunity.
What is going on in this round?
7 rounds short.
Just everyone trying to take a timing on the map, it looked like.
You'd think so. Set up for it. Spotted.
Jellison doesn't win these, right?
Excuse me?
Right?
Is that?
Oh, Christ. Christ, is this... He's turned it.
Okay. We're good.
You thought for a
Got a
second.
little scary there. Got a little scary.
Again, it's just this back and forth of just don't know which side of Pacific you're going to get. You're going to get this well-oiled, set play, move together, and just abuse their opponent, Pacific, or you're going to get this, let's split around, let's leave all these gaps, let the enemy exploit us, try to walk out, clear 15 angles by ourselves, and get tapped out version of them. And
Okay,
it's
5
just
chances.
The difference between the two is just so staggering. It's jolting, it's jarring.
And it's not the first time we've seen it. I mean, it hindered them further, obviously, in that first series we witnessed yesterday. But here, let's see if now
Wait,
with
so it's
that,
gun barrel.
a little bit of a chance given, the Ultimates can hold on. A 1-for-1 trade out in middle. Fighter keeps himself alive and gets himself out of dodge. Taking away comeback is always going to be the scalp to claim. Pacific trying to re-clear middle. Oh,
My guy.
ran out of battery. But I'm seeing the rotation now, and once again, Pacific have been getting this space, not for free necessarily, but they've got a path towards it. It's the
Yeah,
cam
they
that
have kind of
eventually
sussed
gives
out
it
B
away,
at the
but
moment. They're getting so
they've got
much
a step
space.
towards it
around.
now.
Knife in this quarter on heaven is going to be everything.
Gonna go in contact on this one. Sand was never too far away from it. Spots out the player of Loiter, but the plant is in. Fighter wants to gap close or do something. Find some impact here. Almost caught him in the heels. Nice
Shot.
towards the rock. And now
Gotta keep an eye on Salison. He's going around the world for this. Dude, the Omen is so far away.
that is done for. Jellison's instantly decapitated Spy into a 3v3, and the
What are you
back line is pressured. Turn around and get the job done. Rose, though, still standing in a 1v2. Rez
Omen?
could come in potentially, but not in the positions they're in. And
Oh,
Rose
no.
finds Mo. It's down to the 1v1 here. A little bit of a spot on the Spike. He knows that he's not going for this one. Can go for a safe little dart here. Doesn't need to overdo it. Can wait for the ping.
Oh,
Here's
no.
the shots.
That's it.
Time is ticking. This is all but
Oh, no. That's how they
Pacific
lost
make
it.
up
That's
13.
devastating, man.
And with
Okay,
a
I mean,
second
just
chance
better,
at
though.
life, they take
They
it
were just
with
better.
both hands.
Had to convert the fast map for
Pacific
sure.
Showing us so much about what they can do.
Okay,
The
so
ultimate
Pacific
spot
make it to
as
land, though.
bravely
That's pretty
and as
cool.
hard as they could.
They got to play
That's gonna be the
CGN
end
in a
of the line
best
for
of
them.
5.
Pacific, I want to be able to see them.
And I'm worried
more
about them. I'm worried about
consistently
some
get
of
to
their
their
maps.
highs. But right now,
But at least they get to
showing
LAN as well. There's good
that
experience for them.
There are more things that they have to work on. Yesterday was the first